yellow, orange, purple, and green. How you doing, Stefan? We're getting ready to play some Skyrim. I got the work I needed to done do this to do done. That's what I was looking for. So now it's playtime. Let's do that. So whereabouts are we? Uh, we just came out of someplace. I forgot. Where am I? Forsaken Cave. Oh, we need to go back and bring the file to Norelian. So let's go bring the file to Norelian. At least we have a nice warm cloak to wear. It is a little dark, but you can still see what's going on. Got a fresh cup of coffee. Made myself some chicken nachos for a little snack. So we should be good.
Come along, no more stops. We need to find our way to Solitude.
Why are we even going to a wedding at this far-flung
Good
end of the Empire, anyway?
I told you, it's the wedding of Vittoria Vici.
Victoria Vici. She'll be serving Sithis in the void. We need to go and talk to Astrid also over at the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary in Falkreath, because we haven't even started that quest line yet. That's always a lot of fun. What are these ash piles here? That is an empty ash pile. So, don't know what it was, but it's just an ash pile now. I looked at making a custom icon for my Wabbajack and replacing the one from MO2. There's actually a freeware program you can get to hack the executable and change things like icons or, you know, version number, what it's going to be named, what it shows up as. And I can do that, but it doesn't seem to like, because my Wabbajack downloads Mod Organizer 2, it doesn't seem to like to use the custom icon if it's downloading a fresh MO2 and building the mod list with it. So I'm not sure exactly how to make that work. But as far as the other changes that I've done, those are all part of 1.8.6, which is what I'm playing right now. Just the latest version of this Wabbajack list. How did you manage to damage it? Hey, you old high elf, it was like that when I found it. I doubt you have sufficient knowledge to harm it, even if you wanted to. So here's your 5 septums. Show yourself the door. He's kind of an a-hole. Not a very shining example of high elves. Of course, neither are the Thalmor. And we still got Nico with us, so we got rid of our other followers. We probably lost Anja for him.
Poor old woman.
That's okay, at least she's not following us around. Is his shop open? No. His shop is closed. Well, that's terrible. We need to find somewhere to sleep for the night. So why don't we go to Candlehearth Hall and go rent a room.
I'd be ashamed to call myself an owner here.
Friend, I'm not going on another wild goat chase.
And I'm telling you, Torvald, this time I know exactly where it is. We'd be fools not to go after it.
That's what you said the last time, and the time before that. Besides, even if we found the treasure, at my age, I wouldn't have time
Another
to spend
update.
it.
You just did
Spend
185.
it? Since when has this been about the money?
Well,
We aren't merchants,
186.
we're treasure hunters. Maybe you've forgotten.
I think
No one bought any flowers again today. I don't know what to do.
Problems ever since we got ambushed by those ice wraiths. We barely
Poor
made it
Sophie.
out alive that time. How
I'm
do you
so
expect
cold.
to survive this time round?
Well, hang out by the fire. You'll be fine.
We should bring more potions.
And where do we get them? The file? By Stoon, have you seen their prices? We'd be better off dealing with the wraiths. At least then I won't lose an arm.
The missives board.
But the alchemy.
It's worth updating to 186. It's not going to break your save
An
game.
alchemist.
The only thing that it really does is it adds more lock variants for security overall.
To the store.
It adds the Witcher board for missives,
Ought to be good.
which is a better looking board. And the main one that you really should do it for is this one, which is Draugr MCO Improved Rebalanced. So that makes it so the Draugr aren't overpowered. They won't one-hit kill you, and they won't be a big damage sponge like they were before. So it's a lot easier to deal with the Draugr now, the MCO Draugr, like the ones that say Awoken. That bed is owned. We can't sleep in it. And the chick isn't here to rent us a room. There she is. No, she's a
Need
refugee.
something?
Alright, so I guess we're going out of town. So we can set up a tent. Because we can't rent a room, because the chick to rent us a room isn't... She's already in bed, I think. So, out of town. So yeah, 186 is worth updating to, mainly for the Draugr MCO update. It just rebalances them, so they're not going to be like Super Draugr you can't kill. And that'll one-hit kill you. Because that's how they were before. And that can get a little frustrating, especially with Shadow of Skyrim. You know, if you keep dying and keep losing your stuff. And then you're coming back with even less stuff, and they're tougher than they used to be. When you come back, it's like, okay, it's getting ridiculous now. So we don't want ridiculous. Do we have... I wonder if there's anything we can spend on Destiny. We do have a perk to increase. Okay, so we're gonna go... We're trying to go... that way. So we want this one. Cool. But first, are you experienced? Have you ever been experienced? One does not simply play modded Skyrim. Oh yeah, they experience it. Oh, good one, good one. It is an experience. So we were gonna deal with Norellian, but his shop was closed, so we're gonna sleep for a few hours outside of town. Maybe go up a level. Yes.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar. Came riding to his right one from all the lakes.
Let's put some into enchanting. And let's put some into... Let's get this up to 55. And let's get our smithing up.
It's too cool for my bones.
And then, where should we put this? Probably health. Jack our health up. We have 3 perks to increase. What's up, Stefan? Don't know what was worse, Draugrs or Minotaur. Well, the MCO Draugr were too tough. So I did find a mod to rebalance them, and now they're at least defeatable. So they're not gonna tear you up too bad. You can actually, I mean, there's still a lot of
all the time in winter. Better get used to it.
there's still some tough monsters in there, but some of those are from roguelike encounters. So there's not much I can do about that. Unhindered weighs nothing. We like that. So we're gonna do that.
Well, it's a bit cold for my tastes. I've got to get out of here.
Archery. What's up this way? Steady hand, yeah, not a big fan. One-handed. We got some stuff over there on one-handed. Rogue's parry. When wielding a one-handed weapon, empty other hand. Well, we're not going to have an empty other hand. And that is sprinting power attack. Not that interested in that. Two-handed. You're uploading 0.2.3 right now? Cool. I will have to update. Updating is easier than downloading the whole list, so it's not a big deal. You level your sneak on the Draugrs? How can you do that? Because if you're on my list, your successful time block within 8 feet, you may retaliate, increase strength. Okay, we'll do that. Poke the dragon.
Awful damn cold up here.
So my list uses experience and static skill leveling. So you're not going to level up your sneak by sneaking past stuff. My list doesn't work that way.
There's someone there.
I mean, at least it shouldn't. We changed our cloak a little bit. I now have this cloak with that cloak, so that you can actually use both of these together. Just kind of, it's kind of pretty because it's got a lot of gold in it. It's like a double layer cloak. Yeah, and the Nordic ruins are still kind of a challenge in my game because we've got, not only do we have roguelike encounters, but we got MCO Draugrs. What's up, Gears?
All delicious and affordable.
We're gonna go talk to Norellian.
All right, old friend.
With a
You
bow and
still
arrows.
Under the counter?
So go ahead. Make
Where you do
pigs
get
fly.
point XP.
Still don't believe me, huh?
Interesting.
I told you, I found the recipe. All I have to do is follow the instructions.
Yeah, but this isn't like boiling an egg. There's a reason only a handful of people can do it.
And I'm one of those people. Just watch and learn.
Alchemy is simple. Unless, of course, you are simple. Then, I can't help you.
You won't be laughing when your health is fading.
I've brought the file, but it's damaged.
This, it matches every description of the file that I've found in lore. But if it can't hold liquid, there's no way of knowing. How did you manage to damage it then? This is what I get for not retrieving it myself.
It was like this when I found it.
Figures. I doubt you have sufficient knowledge to harm the file, even if you wanted to. Either way, this is the end of it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm not quite in the mood to entertain guests. I trust you can show yourself out. Here's for your trouble.
5 gold. What's up, Sudden? Quintus, out of my way, dog.
To thank you for your help. I know my master can be a bit short at times.
Norellian only gave me 5 septums.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Even though the file was damaged, I still think your efforts deserve reward. Now, if you'll pardon me, I'm going to tend to Norellian. I can make his final days a bit less painful.
Fixing the rug. So we do have... Miko gave me a gift. What did Miko give me? Sounds like we got rats down here.
I'll tear all your limbs off.
Oh yeah, we got rats. Where are these rats? Thanks, doggy. So this really reminds me of like under Vivek. What's up, Queen? Oh, we can't duck under that? Oh my gosh, okay. Then we gotta go over it. So I had some questions shot. I did find a program where I could hack the executable and make it use my own custom icon that I created. But it doesn't work. I mean, I can get it to display correctly on the game, right? But when I create a Wabbajack with it and then install that Wabbajack, it's not showing up. So tell me what you did to make that work. Because I can... The program that I'm using... Hold on a second. Ah, crud. The program that I'm using is this one. And it's called Resource Hacker. And I can open up... So let's say I can open up the executable. So if I come in here... Okay, this is the one that I'm playing actually. So this one I actually changed. I changed the icon. And that works fine. But if I use, and then I save it, right? With my new icon. But, and it works if I want to make, like a shortcut with it. You're not sure? I use the same program on your portable MO2 instance. Well, did you replace the icon? Well, let me ask this. Did you make an icon for 16 by 16? Did you do it for every single different type of profile? Because they've got a 16 by 16, a 32 by 32, a 48 by 48, and then a 256 by 256. Did you do all of those? And did you do all the different 8-bit color, 16-bit color, 256-bit color? Or did you just do one icon?
This'll clear up soon. I'm sure of it.
Because if I... Anyhow. I can get it to show up, but I can't get it to you just made a 32 by 32? Okay, so I made a 256 by 256. But I also made a 32 by 32, a 16 by 16, and a 48 by 48. So maybe I should just make a 32 by 32 and run with that.
Snows most all the time in Windhelm. Better get used to it.
I'll keep messing with it and we'll see what we can do. I was just wondering if there was anything special that you did. What am I looking for? I'm not sure what I'm looking for. Probably some fire to warm up. And then maybe my map. Find out where I'm going next. Speaking of which, I have to fix that because Dating MO2 changed it to default. Well, yeah, because it's going to be a different executable. Right? It's because 2.5 is different than you had 2.4, right? So it's going to be a different executable. Because that information is included also. So we got some stuff to do here in Riften. We have lots of stuff to do in Riften. Why don't we go to Riften? No, we're going to place a marker there. We're actually going to just run down the road. I'll mess with it. I'll get it. But yeah, I made a pretty cool icon. That, you know, the NE logo. Basically, I took it off of the main image that I have and painted with transparency to get it down to what I wanted it to be just for the icon. The problem is it's wider than it is tall. So, and it's got to be, you know, an even number. Well, a matching number. So 32 by 32, 16 by 16, you know what I mean. So since it's wider than it is tall, there's some space at the top and at the bottom. Well, here, I'll show you.
You're dead. A dragon?
All right. I think we better deal with the dragon first. All right, enough messing around. We got to deal with the dragon.
Let the dance begin.
Yeah. All right, where'd you go, buddy? Oh, he's gonna totally cook me.
Hey, watch the face.
We're booking.
Best of the best.
But yeah, I like your idea of the custom icon. So I was doing some research and okay, how do I do that? You know, learn something new. I've never done that before. I mean, I can change the icon in my application, but actually hacking the executable, first time I've ever done that. So that's something new. Something new and different. Where is he? Gonna eat my arrow. He's level 30. I wonder if we have any, have we got any poisons? How about that one? Let's poison him. Where you at?
Hiding will not save
Oh,
you.
I'm not hiding. I want to shoot you in the face with poison. Oh, just like that. And then let me get out of the way of your wings, because you can do a lot of damage with those. Oh, you're going down, buddy. You're almost dead.
Come and face me.
Oh, I'll face you all right, buddy. Oh, where'd you go? He fell into the earth and disappeared. Well, we still get his soul. There he is. Part of him, anyway. Kind of interesting. He fell into the earth. All right, we'll go that way. Dragon soul absorbed. All right, kids, it's safe to come out. So we're going back to Riften, so we want to go this way.
You won't live to see the end.
I wonder
Kiss
if
your
we're-
life goodbye.
Are we... Oh, severe combat stress. Well, we can probably get rid of some of that by praying to our deity. I'm feeling stressed. Can't pray. Why can't I pray? Can't pray in combat. Alright, well, let's leave combat. Then we'll pray. I guess we're still in combat. I won't leave Skyrim alive.
Teach you to mess with me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's, there we go. Still feeling a little stressed. 92.3 with Shore. We're getting there. Which means, we need some booze. Give me an ale. Give me an ale. Can you brew me an ale? No longer feeling stressed. Oh, look at what that did to my magicka. Very nice. I don't like combat stress, man. We should start collecting Jazbay grapes. There's a bunch here on the side of the road. Because eventually we're going to have to go talk to Sarithi. We can probably get rid of that.
Imperial business. Be on your way. Move along.
So that should be a new song that you write, Shot. Imperial business. Move on your way. Move along. Move along. And then you can have another one of the Stormcloak one, what they tell you. This doesn't concern you.
You're messing with the wrong person.
Bad dog. We got a dragon over there. Should we go get that word of power? Why not? Maybe the giants will help us.
Growing tired of your petty existence?
He spits green stuff. Uh-oh, we got a giant on our butt. I'm booking. I'm more interested in this guy. Why? Because I want his soul. Well, I'll take you on, buddy. Gonna have the mammoths help me out. Oh, that was... We got giants coming after us. Here, we'll let you fight that guy. Oh, you're coming after me, huh? Alright, buddy. Oh! Where's it? Where's it? Where is he? He's over there. Oh, you're about done, dude. Who's defeat? Uh-oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Well, Shore likes me. I'll just take the, give me the gold and your soul. Then we'll go get the word of power. You know, I have to say I love the sky. Who's shooting at me?
Fine, I surrender.
Oh, it's
I'll go ahead and sheath my arms into your skull.
Oh, it's you. Yeah, you're going down, buddy. And your little dog, too. Oh, sidestepped it, did you? Here, eat that one. You want another one? Squirrel! Miko's regard for you has increased. I like you too, Miko. Watch out, dragon, she'll chew you up. She's a soul eater. I'll take that word of power, thank you very much. Ring of recharging. Snag. You can keep the rest of the stuff. I just want that ring. We should probably equip that. Yes, that's an old Hall & Oates song called Man Eater. She's a soul eater. I'm making up different lyrics. Alright, we need to go to Riften. We need to kind of go this way. Back to the path. Do not leave it. If you do, you'll never find it again. Sure, Gandalf. We'll just wait till a bunch of elves come and save us from some spiders. We'll be cool. Don't worry about it. Windheim. What are you all mad about, Nico? I was just mining. Did we ever grab that? We might have. Uh-oh. So that's what I wanted to check. Do I have an Ethereum shard in my inventory? Yes, I do. A wizard is never late. He always arrives precisely when he means to. Well, go on then. Don't want to be late. He doesn't approve of being late. I was never late. It's entirely respectable. And nothing unexpected ever happened. See, now I gotta watch The Hobbit again. For the 8 millionth time.
I'll put you in the ground.
Now ain't this a surprise? Now
Oh, you think so?
Spill your brains on the road here.
Sorry, Miko. Oh, he's got a big sword. Oh, we're poisoning them.
I'm gonna twist that free
Oh, that's not good. They're like level 30 something. Level 31, a bigger weapon. Come on.
Mercy.
There's no mercy for you. I don't have any money. So too bad. You'll what? It's a bandit bondage cultist? Oh no, blind eye. Okay. Not bondage, blind eye. Okay. Yeah, I have trouble reading, I'm sorry. Do I have those hotkeys? Sure do. Nice. Brynjolf. You dropped the bomb on me, baby. I'm sorry, I just heard that. That noise. Forgotten Karen. Karen? Karen. Karen! Oh no, we gotta kill a Karen? Where's the Karen? Karen, where are you? Are you up here? Oh. What's up, Kiwi? Turned up in time to see Nico leaving. Yeah, she got a bloody weapon too. I did pretty good on blood mapping that one. I don't think I've ever been here.
Poised.
This is a forgotten dungeon though. So maybe, you know what, maybe we're gonna get some Draugr. So maybe we can check out those MCO Draugr. Oh yeah. That is, that's not an MCO Draugr. That one's from a roguelike encounter. So is this one. Out of my way, dog. He's gonna blow up. So you gotta watch out for them horses. They hit really hard. So it's best to hold block
Starting to feel bad for you.
and then take them out. So we're high enough level we can actually handle them now. What are, you know, I'm curious. Are we playing on Adept or are we playing on Expert? We are playing on Expert. Not bad. Not bad for Expert. With no follower, well, with just Miko. Miko's not the hardest hitting follower. Okay, we got more bad guys. I just went into combat mode, so
Won't be locked for long.
we only have 2 lockpicks. That's not good. Who set off the trap? Crap. We're out of lockpicks. So dude here killed himself. Well, look at that. There's 5. What are you doing up there, dude? He's like, I gotta do more pull-ups, man. We have arrows. We'll take those. These guys are like, man, the crunches are killing us. We're jumping over that. Handle, a lever. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Oh, I can't turn it off now?
Gonna lose my head.
Uh-oh. Oh, those guys are tough too. Better back up. He's gonna blow. Okay, we got him. Sorry, I missed your name. Still on your first coffee? I got coffee. Yeah, you know, there's actually like 7 people in here, so that's it's a little much for my streams. So No MCO draugrs here. That was just a regular one. Lots of trap stuff, though. That's a bad guy. That is a hulking draugr. So far no MCO guys. Did we just pick up a saw? I wanna be... You know about the wannabe, right? I wanna be rich. Door is barred from the other side. So we don't have any... Okay. Let's solve this problem here. I wanna be rich. I wanna be famous. I wanna be handsome. The wannabe. Actually, I really don't care about being rich or famous and handsome, you know, I was just born that way. So. But yeah, the wannabe. I'm not sure if that was like a Sergeant Pepper's thing. It might be. The wannabe. Kind of like Nowhere Man. Yeah, none of these are really that great. That's pretty good. Are you just kicking the dog out of the way?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were talking to me for there for a minute. I'm like, wait a minute, let me take my earphone off so I can hear what you're saying. Nope, just kicking the dog out the way. Because she lays right in the doorway. Little Miss Underfoot. That door. What we're doing is we're dropping some stuff off, but then we're going to go make some lockpicks. And that's what we're going to do. And then we'll have enough lockpicks we can actually work on the door. Lockpicks do have weight, however, in this game. So, but we don't need a lot of this extraneous garbage. So we need like iron ingots, and I think we have a lot of them. But if we have iron ingots, we should be able to make lockpicks. Yes, we can. Now we should have a bunch of lockpicks. Now let's go pick that lock. Gotta say it like Elvis. I gotta pick that lock. Did you ever notice that in Elvis's movies? They always had him sing. Because he couldn't really act, but he could sing. So just sing your lines, Elvis. You'll be fine. I gotta pick that lock.
myself an opportunity to show off my skill.
I can make all kinds of things, you know, from crafting. But yeah, I break a lot of lockpicks. Because my lockpicking skill sucks. It's like, what, 25? There we go. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's go with the pig pokers. I have no idea what that does, but we're not going to pull it. It probably sets off a trap. Okay, buddy, I see you over there. Do you like to eat elven arrows? They're good for you. He's a berserker. Put one right in your noodle. Out of my way, dog. We got most of them back. Well, I guess are we going down or are we going out this other? Well, that's just a door to nowhere. We're on the door to nowhere. Hey now. Quit picking on my dog. He might be a challenge. He's one of Mahal's skeletal guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's a challenge.
Do I detect a case of the rattles?
All right,
would you
now
like me to pretend to worry?
Such a good decoy. I mean, dog. A regular old restless drogger, not an MCO drogger.
Shouldn't take more than a sec. I've impressed myself.
You say that about Sparky. Get off my ferry! Don't mess with my dog. I love my doggies. Whoa, more bad guys. So that is a Draugr Scourge, and that's a Scourge too. Okay, so those are they're not MCO Draugrs. Okay, that's where we came from. Pull the lever, Crunk.
Dreadful.
Little pygmy. Yeah, the Death Lords can be tough. They scream at you. They yell at you. Okay, we've been here. I think that's the way we came in. Ooh, you know what? That lever might have opened up that gate. It sure did. No, it did not. Okay, so the lever did not open the gate. What did the lever open? Let's take a look at the map. Well, let's go this way, hug the right wall. That is another lever. No, lever. No. There we go. I have to hold the key down. We'll have to see what that opened. That may have opened. We got a Draugr horseman down here. Oh, hey. What's up, buddy? Hey, I blocked that. I don't think I've been this way. No, we haven't been this way. Uh-oh. So that's a soulless ogre pugilist. You don't have a soul. You got a little bit of a COPD problem there, dude. I ain't falling for no banana in the tailpipe. You're not gonna fall for any banana in the tailpipe? Uh-oh.
Quit making a fool of yourself. Merely a flesh wound. Don't get cocky.
Well, we're definitely doing better at staying alive. That's a plus. What do we got here? Okay, we'll take that, we'll take that, we'll take that. What's the book? Ransom of Zarek. Okay. So I guess we go down. Yeah, I'm running. Oh no.
Friends.
They hit really hard. They hit really hard. Better run. Better run, better heal. Okay, now we can go back.
Strike first, strike hard. No mercy.
No mercy. He hits hard.
It will be my pleasure.
Teabag you. It's a little pygmy. Do I know which way to go? Not really. I think we were up here and they followed me down, right? Well, we're going up again. Okay, so we went... Oh my gosh, I'm so lost. So it looks like we need to go... down and over. Ciao, doggy. And then go down again. Through the bloodbath. And then can't go that way, so we go up. Okay, we haven't been here. Just line them up. Round them up, let's go. Try to scream at me. So this is a really interesting dungeon design here. Okay.
Last mistake.
Hey, I was blocking that. Okay, none of those are MCO Draugr. Uh-oh.
Stupid bloody trap.
Well, it's bloody now. It's got my blood on it. It is forgot. This is a forgotten dungeon, yes. They can go on for quite a ways. Forgotten Karen exit. Okay, cool. We found the way out. And you've got my dog. Splendid. It's almost storybook. Okay, that sounds really bad, doesn't it? Eat this. We got a wraith over
Something
there.
to remember you.
Oh, sorry, wrong guy. Oh, that hurt.
Face me then.
Everybody drink. Yeah, the Ashen Mount Horsemen, they hit hard. Oh, credit, drop me off there. Well, let's go north. So we haven't been this way. Okay, so that is one of the awoken ones. So we have to be careful with him. Because they hit hard. But they shouldn't hit as hard as they used to. Okay, I need to get out of here. Because we're stuck in... Okay. Okay, so that was an MCO. This guy. The Awoken Draugr Knight. And this is an Awoken Draugr. So both of those were MCO Draugrs. And you can see that they're a little bit easier to defeat than they used to be. They're more along the lines of... So that's an Awoken Draugr too. They're more along the lines of vanilla Draugr now. But they'll still use MCO animations. Still had to hit him about 4 or 5 times. Take him out. That was just a restless Draugr. You can see that's kind of how the vanilla Draugrs are. Well, I don't have to do it all again because the ones that I killed are still dead. It hasn't been 3 days, so they're not going to respawn. I do have to run through the dungeon. So this was an area that I didn't explore, that I wanted to explore, right? So now I got to go back and go through this up and down baloney again to get over here. But I did find some Awoken Draugr. So now we got a lot of running to do. And probably a lot of the spiral staircase. Probably take that off. How about some cheese? So we can eat it right off the plate. If I hold my my shift button down. See, all these guys will be dead because we already killed them. So that's a dead one. Okay, that's the way back out to Skyrim. So we're going to go back out to Skyrim rather than run through all that baloney again. What's up, Sage? Yes, the modded 3VA Skyrim lady. Who has some nice jiggle. We're on our way to Riften though. That's where we wanted to go. So we've got a few things we can do in Riften. Got to return to Brynjolf. We got to go get Draven's bow or Draven's bow. We can probably stop here and refill our water. This is a good water source. Nirnroot. Snag. What's up? Just playing some Skyrim. What time is it? It's 7:48 in the AM. So the sun should be coming up here pretty soon. That's why it's getting brighter, not darker. Go figure. Yeah, the cloak is nice. That's from BDOR. I just like the gold that it has on it. It's kind of a blue and gold color.
This is the last face you'll see.
Oh, okay, you little bugger. Shoot at me, I'll send the dog after you.
A beauty.
Got a bunch of goblins here having a battle.
Pristine shot.
Yeah, my dog's taking them out. They had healing potions.
This will only end one way.
Hey, no freezing my dog. You kind of fugly. Got a red nose. Uh-oh, fast spider. Here, eat this. He must have been a summon. Yeah, he's a summon spider. So who's summoning? Is this guy summoning spiders? Take you out, buddy. Okay, where's these other guys? Come on over there. Frostbite. Oh, he does ice spikes. Hey!
Hey, watch the face.
You little rat. Oh, did we just become over? Did we become over encumbered? No. Okay. He must have bit me in the leg, slowed me down. Do we have enough money? The EMB? Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk. Pretty nice with mods. The EMB, this is Rudy's EMB for Obsidian Weathers that I tweaked a little bit. We only have 2,100 gold, so we don't have enough gold to buy this place yet. Here, we're gonna show you without the fog. Yeah, this is Rudy's EMB, but it's the new one made for the new binary, which is 5.0.502 EMB binary. So let's go take a look. I'll hop up on the roof. It has awesome clouds. Awesome clouds. I'm running a reshade though too.
Travelers can find these woods a little treacherous.
I'm running RTGI, Ray Trace Global Illumination. So without it, it's a little more flat, a little less vibrant. With ray trace lighting, it's a little more, it's got better shadows. You're hurting on frames, don't forget to pick up Skyrim FSR3 mod. Don't need it. You know why I don't need it? Right now I'm outputting 107 frames per second. And this is why I don't need it. It's called lossless scaling, and it's frame generating. So it's 4 times my frame gen. So right now I'm outputting, it says about 34 to 44 frames a second, and then times that by 4. What changed in the new binary? The clouds.
I admit, the dragons are a concern, but we can avoid them if we do not stay in one.
It added in another layer of cloud. So you have far clouds and you have fog near clouds, but it added in. Well, here, let's do this. It added in another layer of clouds that's halfway in between the distant clouds and the near clouds. Lossless scaling is on Steam. So go to Steam and Google or just search lossless scaling. It's $7. And the great thing about lossless scaling is it works in every game. Every game you own. And it will quadruple your frame rate. So if you can pull 30 frames a second, you're outputting 120. No, it's $7 US Kiwi. It's $6.99 US. I don't know what it is in New Zealand, but in US dollars it's $7. So worth it, worth every penny. And the new EMB will give you clouds like this. And it'll refract the light around the edge of the clouds. Let's change the weather here. Okay, that's one of my clear weathers. But you've got the high stratus clouds with this one. Let's try a different one. There you've got kind of the nimbus, puffy little cotton ball clouds off in the distance. Let's go for cloudy. No, you don't need an RTX card for it. Lossless scaling is a frame generator. Basically what it's doing is if it's generating 2 frames, it's dumping 3 frames in between them. So the only thing that I've noticed is you see at the very bottom of the screen when I'm panning past this rock, the edge of the screen gets a little blurry, because it's trying to extrapolate what the 3 frames in between the 2 frames it's rendering would look like. So it's guessing at it, right? But it's only at the edge of the screen. And sometimes it'll do it if you look around really quick. You can see her head kind of blurs a little bit. So it's extrapolating what the frame rate is, what the frames would look like. But if you go back here, you can change this. Well, I should be able to change this. It's not going to let me change it in game. But there's a 3 times frame gen also. But this one, you know, it's just really, really good. I mean, anytime you can output more than the refresh rate of your screen. My screen refresh rate's 144 hertz. So it can't display anything over 144 frames a second anyway. But if I can output 100 frames a second running RTGI and literally 1700 mods and a full EMB, and when I say full EMB, I mean you can see I've got everything turned on. The only thing I don't have turned on is complex fire lights, and that needs to be turned off for complex particle lights to work. So that's the only reason it's not on. And then if you look at where I have things set, so let's go to shadow. What does it say? Very high, very high, very high, very high. Right? What's my normal mapping? Very high. So I've got everything cranked up as high as it can possibly go for shadows and for ambient occlusion and for cloud shadows and just pretty much everything. And I'm outputting 110 frames a second as the output. It's actually only rendering 27 frames per second, but it's outputting 110 because you got to times it by 4. And it isn't, like I said, it's not perfect because the edge of the screen, if you look around quickly, the edge of the screen will blur a little bit. But it's pretty darn close. You know, it's for $7, you can't frickin' beat it. Before you would have paid for FSR3? Well, I wish I would have known about it before I bought this. You know what that is, right? I'm running DLSS from Pure Dark. So I'm not only am I doing upscaling, but I'm doing frame generation on top of it. But yeah, I just want to be able to play my game at 100 frames a second or better. And this allows me to do that. Even if I wasn't running DLSS. But the thing about DLSS is it has better... Okay, everybody just line up. Where's everybody going?
What happened?
What happened?
What happened? I don't know. You try to see if this improves Unreal Editor too? It should. FSR3 is going to do the same thing as DLSS, right? That's actually upscaling. So it's rendering at a lower resolution and upscaling to fit your screen. So this happens after that. This is going to be rendering frames in between the frames that are already rendered.
Come see me in the market if you're looking for the fine...
What's up, Medesi? I think I've got a mammoth tusk for you. Oh, well.
Safe travels, Landstrider.
I need to see you in the market. Let's go get Draven's bow. But yeah, I'm running... These are all parallax textures for like the rocks. And literally they look three-dimensional. The Ratway has never looked so good. And this is Ember's XD fires on the torch sconces. there's Miko. But that's Critic wolf. Texture and model. Alright, let's go down and talk to Brino. So yeah, you should be able to run both of them at the same time, Sage. Run FSR3 and then run lossless scaling on top of it. And the thing about lossless scaling is you can, if I do that, I just turned off lossless scaling. So really I'm rendering 35 frames a second. And you can see that you're going to get, that's some slideshow going on there, right? All right, but turn it on. And that's some smoothness there. Yeah, YouTube does take away a lot. If I'm not streaming and I'm not playing YouTube, my mod list can, even without DLSS and without the frame gen, my mod list can hold 40, 42 frames a second or better. Inside it'll be 70 frames a second, which is where I've got it locked. But if I, consider I'm streaming, okay, why is that locked? Have I not? Oh, I haven't done that yet. Okay, cool. I got it. No, I'm not running Bender. See, Bender hasn't done, it says pending for the textures for Skyrim 2020. That's what I use. I use Skyrim 2020 as the base. But yeah, this is not Bender. Bender's not enabled. I'm not going to fall for any banana in the tailpipe.
Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
Wonder if I can get lossless scaling Cyberpunk FSR3 to work on Cyberpunk. Yeah, should be able to. Lossless scaling is not game dependent. Okay, it's actually a separate program. So this is separate from my game. This is lossless scaling. And what you do is it's Control-Alt-S to turn it on and off. Or you can... So right now it's off. And then if I hit scale and then go back to this, it'll turn it on. Now it's on. What's up, Sonic? Sonic Dante.
You're hurting me. Think you can hurt me?
Is that a lowlife? You little... He's a vagrant. Oh, his eyeball's popping out. That's, Yeah, his eyeball's hanging out. That's Maximum Carnage. I'm still using Maximum Carnage. I'm not... What are you going in for a snack there? So you just add Cyberpunk lossless scaling list. Runs with the game. Okay, let me... We're going to do this really quick. Let me save the game. I'm going to quit out and I'm going to show you. Okay? It's a separate program. So if I quit out of my mod list, what you can see, well, I've got a few other windows open here. Let's close that. We don't need that. Let's close that. We don't need that. Okay, cool. So this is my Wabbajack. This is MO2. This is lossless scaling. Separate program. It's a separate program. But you set things up. So I've got, it supports G-Sync. So I've got G-Sync on. I got it drawing the FPS, which will show up as a little number in the top corner. It lets me know that it's running. I've got the performance mode on. Clipping the cursor is on. I run it on X4, but there's different ones. You can do X2, X3, X4. So if you're outputting 60 frames a second and you only need to go to 120, use the X2. Right? Makes sense. But if you're outputting 30 and you need to go to 120, use the X4. I just run it on X4. And then definitely you want to use LSFG, which is lossless scaling frame generation 2.3. You want to use that. And basically, I just start this program up. So I've actually got a shortcut for it. It's right here. It's a little duck. So these are my mod lists. This is Vagabond. This is Lorim. This is Lyra. And then this is the one that I upload for the Nico Experience. This is my test install of the Nico Experience. This is the Nico Experience that I'm playing. So I actually have 3 versions of my mod list here as well. Maximum carnage, frozen electrocuted combustion. Yeah, I use both of those in my list. I love frozen electrocuted combustion. Maximum carnage is great too. But I mean, there's a new dismemberment framework that's out that's not as script heavy and there's no lag. It works pretty good. So yeah, anyhow, what I want to do is I want to, let me do this. You gonna let me do it? Okay, it's gonna let me do it. So I want to start up lossless scaling. And then I'm going to start up my list without doing anything with this. Just have it running in the background. No conflicts with FSR frame gen. There might be a conflict if you're using the frame gen. So are you using, is that the one from Pure Dark? If it is, there's probably going to be a conflict between the two. But you can use the FSR3, you can use the upscale, right? So it'll render at a lower resolution and upscale it, and then just use lossless scaling for the frame gen. Because instead of generating just 1 extra frame, it's going to generate 3 extra frames for every 2 frames you have. Does that make sense? So instead of turning 30 into 60, you're going to turn 30 into 120 with lossless scaling. So to me, that almost defeats the purpose of upscaling. You won't need to upscale because let's say you're running at 4K resolution, right? But you can only run at 28 frames a second. Well, it doesn't really matter if you take 28 times 4, right? What's that? That's 120 minus 8. So that's 112. You're going to be outputting 112 frames a second. Do you need any more than that? Can you tell the difference any more than that? I mean, if you're outputting 112 frames a second, but you can render the game only at 28 frames a second. I mean, most screens are still unless you've got a screen that does 165 hertz at 4K. But it's the frame generation is a game changer. It really is. Fire Hertz. Oh yeah. I use that one also, but I turned off the Steam. And the reason I turned off the Steam for Fire Hertz is because I would just be walking through a Dwemer dungeon and I didn't see any steam, but if I got close to something that it thought was putting out steam, it would do damage to me. And I didn't like that. But you can do that through a console command. You can just turn off the steam. So I have fires, and magical fires will do damage, but steam doesn't. That's the way I have mine set up. But yeah, all good mods. GTX 1660 server. I can use FSR3 upscaler without frame gen. Thanks for clearing that up. Okay. Well, yeah, 1660. You're pretty much going to be bottlenecked by the amount of VRAM you have at that one. So here we're outputting, 36 frames a second. Hi, baby. But it doesn't really matter, and it's going to drop because now I'm outputting 138 frames a second because of the frame gen. I just turned the frame gen on. Let's go take out these vagrants. Is my doggy in there kicking their butt? Start carving, buddy. Where's the duck under? Give me a duck under.
You're messing with the wrong person.
Let's go get the bow. Destructible Skyrim. You need an 8 GB card then? As a 120 monitor, for some reason Skyrim is locked at 60. Huh. Yeah, I'm on a 3090 and I'm on a desktop. So yeah, I push it. I push it pretty hard. This is one of the new locks on the security overhaul expansion. It's very nice from Power of 3. So I added that into my mod list. I do love this animation right here. Like throws the bag in the air. Take the gold. And then we want to go here.
Locks never stop me.
They don't like the dagger in the liver.
Masterfully done.
There's his bow. So now we can go take his bow back to him. We can actually harvest these also. The small antlers. Yeah, the 24 gigabytes on the 3090. That's why I bought a 3090, really. Was I wanted that 24 gigs worth of VRAM. But running VRAMer, I mean, here, what are we pulling? I'm only pulling 8 gigs worth of VRAM indoors. So it's not bad. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Somebody was talking about they couldn't get to these bracers. So those are randomly put in the game, and they're based upon your skill level. So it'll change which ones get put there. So depending on the size, they may fall through the table, and you're not able to get them. So, not my fault. That's Havoc. I love this mod too. Sky Climb, great mod. Downloaded mod list, successfully unlocked the frame rate. For some reason I can't get it to work when I do it. Okay, So we need to return to Brynjolf. Oh, Brynjolf's at the fire.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive.
Here's what they owed us.
Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
Not really, but thanks.
What's next then?
Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit.
If there's more gold where that came from, I'm in.
That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here.
You did? Thanks.
Before we go, I have to ask.
What's on your mind?
Word is your outfit isn't doing well? True?
We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
I doubt you can afford my services. You have the smell of the vagabond about you.
No, I'll... fine.
Delvin, that last shipment we heisted on the Cyrodiil frontier was worthless.
Is it possible?
Tell me what you
I
desire.
distinctly heard that loudly the tap
So,
say it
you're
was a full shipment of furs.
protege, eh? Don't look like much to me.
He said furs, not furs. It was a damn logging caravan.
Oh, right, well, you won't let Mercer hear about this, will you?
What was that?
That was a good bit of work. Look at you. Not bad.
Oh, really? Excellent. Thank you.
I know that I'm running two screens. My old screen is a 24-inch Samsung 60 Hz 1920 by 1080. And the new screen, and I used to run that HDMI. The new screen that I have is a 34-inch 3440 by 1440.
Mercer.
144
this is the one
hertz.
I was talking about. Our new recruit.
But the thing is, the HDMI cable can't carry the information fast enough to run it at 144 hertz.
You play by the rules.
I had to change it over to.
You break the rules and you lose your share.
I had to buy a different cable. I had to buy a DisplayPort cable.
What we say
So I would say check and make sure that you're running on a bus
clear?
that's wide enough to carry the amount of information that the screen needs.
Yes, I understand.
Good. Then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a
Install
moment. You're not
your
talking about
lessons in
Golden
a new
Glow, are
folder
you?
yesterday, Nico.
Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
Save time by
Claim
using the
this
same
recruit
download
possesses
folder.
an aptitude
Added
for our line of work.
Riverfall Home.
So
and
let her prove it.
Player Home Bath.
Golden Glow Estate is critically
Runs like a
important to
charm.
one of our
Nice.
largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out.
Yeah.
He needs to be taught a lesson.
Well,
Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
I do
Mercer,
have
Aren't you forgetting something?
the creation kit as part of my list. So you can
Brynjolf
go into the
assures
creation
me you'll
kit
be
and
nothing
load
but
up the
a benefit to
mods.
us, then you're in.
And
Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family.
I actually have one
I'm
mod
expecting you
that's
to make us a lot of coin.
includes
don't
all of the
disappoint me.
tree mods. That it's a patch.
So how do I get my cut of the spoils?
So load that up.
Simple.
And
Do
then
as you're
load up
told and
your
keep your blade
house
clean.
mod.
We can't turn a profit by killing.
Your
You should
Riverfall.
talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex.
And then you can
know
move
their
trees
way around this place.
and then
They'll
resave
be
it.
able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
Tell me about the Golden Glow job.
Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouth wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house.
What's the catch?
The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did.
Makes sense.
Aye. The last thing we want to be doing is crossing our clients.
What should I do about Arengoth?
Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Don't worry, I got a dog. Helps a heap. I was dreading trying to find out what mods needed to load. Well, here, I'll take a look at it really quick. What you're looking for is going to be down at the very bottom of the list. And it's under Nico List Specific Patches. And you're looking for, which one is it? It's probably Tree Optimization Nico. That's the file you want to load. So just come over here to the Creation Kit and load it. Tutorial time. Let it load. That's fine. Hi, baby. You gonna climb up and say hi? Come on. Good girl. Angel had to come and say hi. We got a little bit of time while this loads. But I'll show you how easy it is to move trees. Right, doggy? It's easy. It's simple. Simple. Okay, you got to get down. I got to work. Oh, I love you too. I love you too. Can you get down? Get down with your bad self. It's not time for dinner yet. You got about 40 minutes. Go. Go on. Go on. Good girl. So once you get to this screen, just come up here to the little folder in the top left-hand corner. Click on that folder. And then just type in this top bar here, tree. And find Tree Optimization Nico. That one. Double click. So double left click. It'll put a check mark by it. And then type in whatever other mod you want to add. Right, so that it adds that also. Need to make a mod for her. Nah, I got Miko. It's fine. So don't set anything as the active file because you're going to make your own patch. And then just say OK. It's going to remind you don't have anything set as the active file. Say OK or yes. Let it load. And we're going to go right to Riverwood. But this should load all of the tree mods under tree optimization, because that's what I was doing. Was I was moving trees that were in buildings or sticking through, ancient lands things, or growing out of a rock, right? Conflicts between mods. Or a tree that was floating above the ground. Stuff like that. So the only thing that it won't do is it won't produce new LOD. But if you're only moving the trees and you're only moving them a little bit to get out of the way of a building, you're not going to notice it on the distant LOD. It will move when you get within the 5 U-grids to load. So this is done loading up. So down here on the bottom, it says interiors right here. you want to change that to Tamriel. Okay, so now we're in the Tamriel world space. In this bottom window, bottom left, where my mouse is, just click anywhere in there and type in Riverwood. Okay, and then you're going to find Riverwood. These are all exterior locations. Just double click one, double left click, and then let it load. And now I'm just using my mouse wheel to zoom out. And then if I hold down Shift, if I hold down, I think it's Alt, and I use my mouse, I can look around. Now, all of these exclamation marks are trees. Now, if you want to know exactly what they look like, you're going to need to unpack the BSA. Because all of these are they're all from Nature of the Wildlands. But all of the trees are in a BSA file. So let me show you how to do that. But this is Riverwood. So I'm just using my scroll wheel to zoom in, and then using my Alt and my mouse to look around. And I can move around and find things that way. So let's just say, okay, well, I know it's this tree right here. So if I want to see the trees, lower them below the game world. No, you can delete them. You can right click and delete them. But if you do that, you'll have a deleted item reference. If you lower them below the ground, the game will still render them. So if I'm looking around below the ground, the game will still have, like this, got lowered below the ground. And I don't know what that is, but the game is still rendering that, even though it's below the ground. So do I want it to render that? No. I'd rather get rid of it. But if you get rid of it, you'll have a deleted item reference. So what you do with a deleted item reference is you're gonna start up SSE Edit, and you're gonna go in and basically remove the deleted item reference. So you don't have a deleted item reference. But let's get the trees so we can see them. So let's close this out. Anything within a BSA that's not loading will show up as an exclamation point, right? So we're actually we're gonna close out of this. Yeah, I want to close it. Okay. So I need to, well, I'm gonna go, I don't know if I have this already. I might have it here. No, I don't have it. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to type in Nature of the Wildlands. Nature, if I spell it right. T-U-R-E. So it's going to be under trees. Nature of the Wildlands. I'm going to open an Explorer. And you can see that it's in a BSA file. So textures BSA and the other one BSA. So I actually want to unpack this. So 7-zip, open archive. Cannot open. That's some bullshit. 7-zip probably can't do it, but BSA Unpacker can do it. So this is BSA Unpacker. You can actually find this on the Nexus. And we want to extract this, and we're going to put it right on our desktop. So it extracted it. That's these two files right here. So in here, you've got landscape, trees, Nature of the Wildlands, and it's got all the trees. So we can actually open up and look at, this is what the trees look like, right? So that's the model. And these are the textures for it. So I'm going to take these two files, I'm going to grab them, I'm going to 7-zip, add to archive, and I'm going to call it NOTWL, Nature of the Wildlands, Unpacked, and zip it up. It can break references and create a CTD, but only if something else in the game is looking for that specific instance of the thing you deleted. So look at it this way. Let's say there's a barrel and there's a mod that adds something to that barrel for a quest, and you delete that barrel. Then when that mod that's trying to add something to that barrel is looking for that barrel and can't find it, that will crash your game. But if it's a plant and you're deleting a plant, is there any mod that you have that is going to be looking for that specific plant? I doubt it. I doubt it. So I'd be careful with deleting buildings, deleting any container, anything like that. Those are things I would be careful about deleting because there might be something else trying to reference that. So I'm going to take this Nature of the Wildlands Unpacked and I'm going to drag it and drop it right over there. And same name has already been downloaded. Overwrite it. So it's probably in my hidden files. So I'm looking for Nature of the Wildlands Unpacked. So it's right here. I'm actually going to install that. For KHD. Yeah. So if I go back here, now I've installed unpacked files. Nature of the Wildlands Unpacked. So I'm just going to click that so that it's turned on. And now when I look for those in-game or in the creation kit, they'll show up. Because now it's not in a BSA. With some Grey Poupon. Por favor. Bitteschön. S'il vous plaît. So anyhow, this will get rid of all those exclamation points because now it can find the mesh and it can find the texture because they're not within a BSA file. The other thing that you can do is you can register all of your BSAs within the creation kit. Okay, and that way you don't have to unpack them separately, but how often are you going to be doing this? Probably not very often. Okay, so it loaded up. We need to load our tree optimization. So tree optimization. Where is it? There it is. Load that one. Right away, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. May I have another? I would have made a terrible military man. I really would have. So anyhow, we're going to load this up and then we're going to go back to Riverwood. So again, once you're loading up tree optimization plus the Riverwood house mod that you want, right? Load them both up in the creation kit. I'm going to show you how to clean deleted references also if you remove a tree. So we're going to change this from interiors back to Tamriel. Tamriel world space. We're going to type in Riverwood and just hit enter. And then this will load up, and then we're going to back up. Now we should have trees instead of big exclamation points once it loads. So let's let it load. This is downtown Riverwood right here. These white boxes that you see are occlusion planes, and they will be within buildings. So if you want to add any other occlusion planes, like there's an occlusion plane here, but it might be good to add one right here, just so it, it's not going to render anything that's behind it, if that makes sense. So now we have trees. Yay! Okay. So you're going to kind of look around and say, okay, well, maybe it's on the other side of the land here. So we don't have textures for our logs, apparently. So that's why they're showing up purple. We do have the meshes, but we don't have the textures. I didn't unpack all the textures, but it doesn't really matter because we can see what shape they are, and we can click on them, and we can move them. So let's say, okay, this tree is in my way. All right, that's not what I want. That is the wrong gizmo. So what you can do is you can right click on it and go to edit, and then you can move your X and Y locations manually. And then just say OK, and you can see I moved this tree over. A better way to do it is not have this particular gizmo. So I need to, where do I turn off that damn gizmo? Trigger, where's the gizmo? Edit. Man, I can't even read that. In any case, you can grab things and you can move them. And if you hold down the center mouse button and move your mouse, you can move around. But then you can find certain things in the world, and you should be able to move them. That's the wrong frickin' gizmo, though. I don't want that gizmo. Where do I change that damn gizmo? Is that the gizmo? That's not the gizmo. Okay, that is not what I want. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Where do I change that damn gizmo? There's got to be a way to change the gizmo. My problem is I can't see good enough to read all this because I'm going blind. Where is the reset defaults for all the windows? That's the about. I don't want the about. Oh, yay. That's under maintenance. Cool. W? Maybe. No, W doesn't change the gizmo. Oh, yeah, it does. Thank you. Thank you. I had the wrong frickin' gizmo. In any case, yeah, W changes your gizmo and then you can move it around. You can also Z and move it up and down. But yeah, just move the tree out of the way of your building and find it a new home. And then you'll be okay. I don't know why I couldn't remember the frickin' WER keys for changing the gizmo. Anyhow, yeah, that's how you do that. Thank you, Kiwi, for reminding my blind butt. But yeah, I would say just anything that's in a spot where you don't want it, move it. So let's say I want to move this wood pile out of the building or further off the building. Just move it over. Find it a new home. And then save your plugin. I'm actually not going to save this plugin. But anything for like trees being in the way, the creation kit's your best bet for moving them out of the way. Yeah, well, it's been a while since I've moved anything, and anyhow, if you need to see what the trees actually look like, unpack the BSA or register the BSA within, so we're going to remove that mod because we don't need it. And we're going to delete that because we don't need it. All right, what's it, 4:30? I'm gonna get back in the game. Too much tutorial. Lumberjack spotted, yeah. Gizmo keys are the same in most editors. Blender, UE5, and CK. Okay. Then you're doing fine. You don't need me. You know what you're doing. Anyhow, if you have a deleted item reference, you can start up SSE Edit Quick Auto Clean. There's actually, it's right here in my mod list. Just click that, click on the name of the plugin, and it will auto clean any deleted item reference. From what I know, there's really no good reason to have a deleted item reference. The only exception, I think, is Inigo. Inigo has deleted item references that the mod author did on purpose. So unless the mod author tells you that they need to stay in, that they were done on purpose, I would say clean them. because the reference is still there. So something else is trying to find the reference. We'll try to find that object. We'll try to find that reference. Even the game engine will try to find that reference, but can't find it to generate it. So this is kind of like, okay, if you delete a tree, when you get into that area, the game engine is going to be looking for that specific item reference, not just that specific type of tree, but that tree that's in that specific location. Okay, and if you've deleted that tree, it can't find it, that could potentially crash your game. So it's better to not have that deleted item reference. Oh, no problem. I'm just having fun, playing around. I just wish I could remember everything. And unfortunately, I don't. I would just like everybody to play their game and have a good time. No matter how it is they want to play. Doesn't matter. And a lot of mod list authors are like, don't rule 11 it. They don't include any tools. They don't you can see where they were there when they were making the list, because they still show up top, right? But the tools themselves aren't included in the mod list. And I'm like, well, that's kind of baloney. I'm going to include the tools in the mod list because I know people are going to rule 11 it. People are going to add things that they want to add and remove things that they don't like. It's going to happen. Now, I can say that I can't offer you support for that, which is true, because I don't know what you changed. But I can give you the tools in case you want to change it on your own. The tools are already there. So that's how I'm dealing with it. I mean, I can't offer support because I don't know. It's like like I was describing it to somebody. Okay, you've added a bunch of things and removed a bunch of things, and then you're not letting me see the thing you want me to diagnose. So how am I supposed to know? How am I even supposed to start to try and help you? I can't, because I don't know what you did. But I can tell you where to look, or where I would look, and I can give you the tools so that you can fix things on your own. There she is.
The pilgrimage is complete. I can feel it.
I gave the dagger to Anders.
I felt a caress on my cheek some time ago. I thought it to be a trick of the wind, but I think it was a message from my father. We've made peace with one another without even uttering a single word. And I'm content for the first time in my life. I thank you. Here, please accept this as a token of my appreciation for your selfless action. Please come back and speak to me anytime.
I wonder how long it'll take to learn that one. Hallowed Strikes. Spell Tome. Spell Tome. Do we have a Spell Tome? Where is the Spell Tome? There it is. It's a Spell Tome. 22 hours to learn that spell. Oh my god. Yeah, we're not going to study that right now. Power attacks inflict disrupting light. Undead take 46 points of damage. It's actually a pretty good spell. What time is it by chance? It's in the PM. So I'll tell you what, we're going to spend a little time studying that. Because, let's give it 8 hours. So now we're tired and we're thirsty. Your question, or mainly to get myself back up to speed, so I'm far
What do you need,
behind.
my friend?
Not been in the game for around 15 years. Okay, well, I don't know if I'm the best person to answer your questions because I've forgotten more than I remember. But I have done quite a bit over the last, 16 or so years. I mean, when did I start modding? 2006? So 18 years. In the last 18 years. It doesn't seem like that long. Okay, we got to return Draven's bow. Return a mule. We need to find Mule. Where's Mule? She's in Aaron's place, isn't she? Yeah, his house is locked. Alright, well, we're going to go outside. We need to wait until morning. Then we'll go talk to Mule. Seems people like to watch gameplay, but they don't like to watch tutorials. Which I'm okay with. I get it. I don't really care about viewership. Honestly. I'm here to have fun. Let's see if we can catch up with Mule. We're going to give her Grim Sever back. Oh, we can go up a level. Cool.
Lone travelers can find these woods a little treacherous.
Do that.
Come on now. My carriage is the safest way to travel.
Do that. Let's dump some into Restoration and some into Conjuration. And we're going to dump some into Stamina. We have 2 perks to increase. We're level 27. Big viewership is kind of crazy to handle. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're
There once was a hero named Ragnar.
trying to do this as a source of income, then viewership is kind of important, right? But you may need some help to manage it. More moderators, Me, I just want to play and have a good time. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is have some fun. I got the feeling I'm not the only one.
Riften, Jewel of Skyrim. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure it is. I've got to get out of here.
Time slows, I don't like that. Apocalypse proof. Perform a time block, mitigate incoming fire. Frost, shock, spells, effects, reducing their damage by 50%. We'll take that. That's fair too. It can be boring. So true. Higher shots. Some viewers don't need to entertain. I think that's the right. Well, whatever. It depends on how you're entertained.
It's almost getting downright hot now.
Let's go find Mule. I think I'm going to try to get that custom icon working because that was a good idea there. Mule. She's not up yet.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider
Yeah, well,
joining
she's
up
in there. We can go into Aaron's house.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
I want to talk to Mule.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
No, we're going to give you your sword back.
I've located Grimseaver.
Astonishing. To think you actually were able to reach it, and yet return to tell the tale? Rarely in my travels have I encountered those who possess skills equal to your own. I see I still have much to learn. If you'd permit me, I'd be honored to accompany you in your travels for a time.
Shot's better looking than I am, so...
I see I still have much to learn. Lead on.
Alright, what else do we need to do in Riften? We need to locate the skooma dealer. Return Draven's bow. So it looks like she's out on the docks. Okay,
Yes.
I'll tell you. I get my skooma from Sartha Sidrum. Let's go get that information. Then we'll go return Draven's bow. That's who I want to talk
It is
to.
our most favored company.
Where do you get your skooma?
Look, I don't think I should say. I mean, they could kill me.
Sometimes the chat just goes crazy over here too. Sometimes it's actually kind of refreshing to me. Slower chat. True. Very true.
I think you owe me one.
Okay, I'll tell you. I get my skooma from Sarthas Idrin. He has some sort of a setup over the Riften warehouse. You can't get inside, though. They've kept that place locked up tight since the war began.
Who has a key to the warehouse?
I overheard Bolli say that only the Jarl carries the key to the warehouse. When I meet Sarthas there, he's usually waiting for me outside with his bodyguard. You've been kind. I thank you.
Splashdown.
So, has my bow turned up yet?
Yep, I got it.
I found your bow.
That's it. You found it. I don't know how you got it back, and I don't want to know. Frankly, I don't even care. I'm just so glad to see it again. Here, this is all I can afford
Like
to
they
give you
say,
as
the
compensation.
Empire used to be
Hope it's enough.
nice and lazy. Could have stolen that stream and been halfway to YouTube. I love this too. Especially like the scrubby brush. It even says scrubby brush on it. So I'm pretty sure it does. Oh, hey now. Let's go back here and let's do that. Wring it dry. Scrubby brush. It does say scrubby brush on it. What does this say on it? Scrubby board. Okay, it's the little things. It's the little things. I heard a stream in 5 minutes, huh? Okay. Might need a bigger tube. Bigger tube. Yes, I'm going to come feed you, doggy. That's it for me for today, folks. I would say go check out the Irish stream. And thanks for hanging out. And we did, looks like 2.5 hours. Yeah, didn't have any problems. It ran pretty good. So, thanks for hanging out. And until next time, we'll catch y'all later.